Hey, that pizza good, man? That pizza good? Alright. First pizza. What? No spatula. Alright, gentlemen, let's taste it, break it in. It's got cool names in it. Hot. Hot. But good. But good. Oh, yeah. Got some on here. Okay.
How good's the pizza? How good's your pizza?
Great. Lovely. Marvelous.
Oh, I ain't taking it.
None of y'all got ass, Jimmy.
Big. No, put him right back here, but give him a ladder.
Yeah, give me a ladder.
You need a ladder. Just gotta go hold that.
His girlfriend doing it, and then he drank it.
Have you ever seen the cook the teeth with wiping her loving? What? Cook the teeth with wiping her loving. About cannibalism. They cooked this guy with her loving, and then he found out.
Oh, loving man here, okay.
Good deal.
If you want to listen to me, I'm used to being
No, you're used to it. What are we doing now?
No, you should do by now.
Here we go.
Put the stock in the holes in it.
I think we're ready for it.
I don't think this was a good idea. The rest of the hole.
You got your megaphone over there? You might need it. I'm going to try and fire these others up. You got power on these?
You getting that?
Green color.
Wait for them to bring the other stuff back.
Yeah, we gotta wait for the camera. What about hand? We need hand too.
They don't want no more.
Don't worry, man.
Yeah, we gotta watch green peppers.
What now?
Mine does.
Okay, well, let's let the other man get done.
Hold on.
You can, that's what you need.
Roll these little rollers and make the dough thin or thick, like you're on Chicago dough. You're just thickening it up. If you're on thin, you just thin it out. This one right here controls the top. This one controls this one. Take your pan and set it on top of it. Turn that little dial and set it back to 0. And then that'll give you how much the pan's supposed to be. Between 10.5 to 11 ounces of dough. When you get it in between 10.5 and 11, that's about right. Put your dough in a pan. sit it down, you gotta run your hand around the edge. Then tuck in that crease. You're supposed to have a little score. Run around the edge like that. Just take it. And across the roll too. Got a little crease you can just mash them out. Down real flat, it'll creep a little big. Go back over. I'm trying to know what's supposed to work. Yeah. What? You take it like this. You hand it like that, yeah. And roll it around like that. Bottom. Like that. Put your palm right in the middle of it. Press down as far as the real and start pressing on the edge. Get real flat.
Okay? And you'll get a good feel of it, and you'll be able to know what's going on with it. If you grab your fresh dough and you start kneading it under, trying to keep this dough ball as round as possible, keeping it under so you don't wind up with a bunch of mess in your hand. Keep it as circular as possible. Go back and get your scraps. Build your scraps into where you have been kneading, okay? Keeping it as round as possible. Just like that. Take both of your hands right here, go on the heel of your hand, and go in the center of your dough, right there, okay? Like that. Once you press the center, go all the way around. Again, working it evenly to keep it as round as possible, okay? Let the machine do the shaping for you. You keep it round.
Like the good soft one. Go ahead. Let's go.
3 ounce.
There you go. I'll work it. Knead it around.
Some takeouts for me.
They are.
Sorry for the people who eat that. It should be. And you all know how to cut the meatballs. And regular bread.
Yeah, they might be.
And the sliced bread for sandwiches. Okay, wait for that. Okay. Now, I want you to show me how to do it.
You know who took the can opener out of the box?
Excuse me, what are you doing?
First you fill this up with water. Cut it on here. Fill it up with the water all the way up to this rim here. That's it for there. And you bring this towards you, cut it on, push it back over, and cut it off. Empty. You can teach. I'll give it, Stacy. Huh?
Don't get your out.
I'll take the easy on you for now. Okay, this right here is the stove for the keep the spaghetti warm. To for your spaghetti, your lasagnas, keep them warm. This is mostly just for warm up, right?
For cooking the noodles.
Yeah, cooking noodles.
Keep the sauce good.
Okay. You gotta put water in this first, in the bottom part. This is for your cheese, mushroom, cream.
Meatballs, cheese, mushrooms, butter.
Yeah, meatball, cheese, mushroom, and butter. Okay. This is where you fix the steak hoagies. This is for your steak hoagies. And you always spray this with something like pan, so the stuff won't stick. This is, and somewhere down here you open it up to, when you bring all your stuff this way, all your excess stuff comes this way. Some kind of way you open it up to empty that out. This is for toasting the bread. And
what kind of bread do you toast?
You toast the bread for your steak sandwiches. And your steak sandwiches and your lasagnas for your spaghetti. Right, lasagnas and spaghetti. Okay. This is a microwave you use in case the waiters don't get back here in time enough to get the food. You always warm it up. You call the name out if they don't get back here. You put it here in time to get it while it's hot. You put it here and warm it up.
Okay.
Got some bread?
Come on. Let's do this. This is for your meatball sandwiches.
How do you do that?
Say what now?
How do you do that?
You take your knife and you cut out the center part of the bread and lift it up, lift the center part up, and this is where you put 4 or 5 meatballs in there, and then you put your sauce on top of it. Then your meatball sauce. Put spaghetti sauce. Okay.
Have any cheese in it?
Yes.
What kind of cheese?
Mozzarella. This right here is
You can make those
your bread for your spaghetti, for your lasagna, and you split it down the middle, then cut it 3 ways across here. Cut it off. Butter it down first. And you don't put butter. Cook it, then butter it down. Okay, this is the bread for your steak sandwiches. You just split it straight down the middle and make your steak sandwich.
Cut off the ends or anything?
Yes, you gotta cut off the ends.
Oh, you cut off the ends on the steak sandwich?
Yes. Okay. Coming on through now. This is where you keep the lettuce, pickles, tartar sauce, olives, all of that kind of stuff. You keep it there. And down here is where you keep, where you put your tartar sauce in the little, not your tartar sauce, but the Thousand Island dresses and stuff. You keep it down here in little to-go cups. 15 or 20 at a time with each one.
What do you keep your meat for?
Meat sandwiches. It's kept down here too.
barbecue down and just throw it down there and grab it off?
No, you don't. You keep it down there and those little white things, white things. In your boxes? Huh?
Little metal thing.
Little metal, okay. And your little metal pans, I see them somewhere. I guess there's those over there, right?
That's all right.
What is it?
Just have to give me a schedule.
Pretty small. And this is for your small. This is the bottom part of the salad tray. And you take and fasten it like this. This is for your small salad. This is the bottom of the pan. You get your bag.
Here's your mustard.
Okay. This is your bag. For your large salad, it goes in this way. For your small salad, it goes in. You put 3 to a bag, and your spoon and dressing, everything goes to the side.
What about crackers?
Crackers. Yes. I didn't get it all, but I got those. Spread this with some spray, something like Pam. And then you put your marinara. Huh? Romanella. You put your romanella in there. Then you put your 2 rolls of marinara. What is it? Manicotti. 2 rolls of manicotti. Then you put your sauce over it. Then you put your cheese over it. And then you wrap it and put your date on it. Lasagnas? Okay. You have to spray for your lasagna. You spray something like Pam for you. Cut your lasagnas in half. Put them in there and then put your meatballs. Okay, give me right. Spaghetti sauce. Then you wrap it in paprika cheese. Then the noodles. And then the spaghetti sauce. Then another noodle. Right, okay, we're making lasagna, right? And more spaghetti sauce. Mozzarella cheese. Then you wrap it and put your date on it. Sure? Two days after, or 1 day after, or 1
Day that you make them. Like, make them today, day after the day. Okay, who's the next teacher?
Straight down. And then dig it out deep. Let those meatballs for the rest in the meatball.
I thought they wanted angles.
Well, we changed meatballs.
Straight down?
We changed meatballs.
So that's correct how you want it? Yeah. Okay. This is uniform, this is how you do for the meatball.
Straight down.
Straight down.
Okay.
Alright, do the same thing to the other side.
Straight down again.
Straight down.
Okay.
Take it. Right there in between them.
No, this only got
Straight down.
one screw both.
Same thing over here. Straight down.
Okay. Now, of course, we don't do what you said about curving the knife for that. Straight down. Okay.
That was the way we're doing it, but they changed meatball on us, and meatballs are big meatballs.
Okay.
Is that the way we're going to be doing them? Yeah. You get out about that deep. How many meatballs?
3.
Probably about 3, if you're lucky 4. Okay. So it's the next teacher?
I just went through all of it. Y'all was talking with him right there.
Okay. Come on. What you doing? What you doing?
I'm putting this out right now.
I'm taking this right. Where'd it go?
Take this. Can you see it? It's green. Right there.
Okay.
Pull it towards you to stop it up.
That stops it up?
Yeah, you put water in it up to right here.
Right there.
Right on this leg. When you cook your pasta and
You go into it like you have water in it.
Was this cooked French fries in?
no, that's the temperature. That's how many minutes? Drop on. This is the timer to cook it. Cut this on, and to drop the arm down, you push this button right here.
That will go
Put
down?
it down there and drop it down.
Alright, that will go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you let the water out like this.
Alright.
Push the other one instead of throwing the toilet.
Got it.
This is gas. Throw my gas.
Which one?
Oh, small.
Stuff right there.
No, large. Okay, how much you put on the small?
And the small, you put it to like the second thing right there.
Okay.
And the large, you put it like to that notch right there.
So,
Okay.
so you don't, we don't have to use the thing to put the spaghetti on, right? You just fill it up to there and just pour it on.
Put it in there, put it on that, and drop
Set
it.
it down.
And then it have enough. It's good, okay. That's a whole lot different than normal.
This is like for gas.
What do you
Milk. Where you cook your sauce and now butter or do something like that on this. Cook spaghetti or pasta. Boil pasta. And this is like a warmer. That's meatballs, spaghetti sauce. No.
Where does the meatballs go in?
This one.
What goes in the second?
Cheese, and it's butter and mushrooms.
Okay. Everybody had the same way each time.
These like drum wheels that speed or
No, you gotta make sure that there's water in it, so it'll keep this warm.
how much they heated?
About half the thing.
Oh, the noodles.
This is the warmer to heat up the spaghetti sauce. You gotta have water and heat with it.
Let me get by and get. How much water you put in?
About an inch or two, about right up to there, I guess.
Alright.
Keep some
What goes in there again?
water and spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
It's a nozzle to like keep it on whatever temperature you want.
What temperature you want it on?
Low most of the time.
Low?
After you heat it up.
Alright.
This is a grill to cook like your sandwiches, like your steak and ham and cheese or whatever you're gonna, like your sandwiches. And I guess when you finish, you scrape all the crap and do this.
Use this?
Yeah. You scrape it all off in there and you empty it out somehow.
How do you empty it out? Oh, okay.
How do you keep the stuff from sticking to it? You know, it's like a
You gotta spray it with something.
What do you spray it with? Ham or something?
Yeah. Basically, it's like Pam's. This is spray heater.
Non-stick. Okay.
Hold on.
What do you put in the oven?
Food.
Food, okay.
Like, you heat the bread for sandwiches and stuff like that.
Is there a certain temperature you put it on?
350.
Put it on 350. Okay.
And there's your timer right here to set it on however long until it's like golden brown on top.
Okay.
heat the bread up for lasagna. What do you do when it's done?
You take it out and you put the garlic bread on with the brush.
Whatever the order calls for?
Yeah. Well, basically, I think all the bread is buttered with garlic, right?
Okay. All the bread's
Who does that anyway? Burgers that they can't get to right in time, and they gotten kind of cold. They want to keep it hot, so you pop it in there and warm it up.
Okay.
For the waiters and
So if you got spaghetti, small, ready to plate. Okay.
or a sandwich or something.
How long do you heat up the spaghetti?
About 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, well, they changed it. It was that for the meatball, but they changed it to make it square. And you gotta cut it out right here,
Yes.
and then stick your finger in and dig it out.
What do you put on the meatball?
The sauce, and 3 or 4 meatballs, and then you put sauce on top and cheese. Then you got some potato chips and a pickle.
Okay.
Provolone or mozzarella?
Provolone cheese.
That's good.
Also come with chips, pickles, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. So forth.
Makes sense when I get to that. Alright, what's that used for?
This bread right here is used for like lasagna or spaghetti or whatever. You cut it down and then you cut it 3 times. On the 3rd time you cut it straight through, and then you butter it and heat it up.
Okay. You butter
Heat it
it.
and butter it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Battery's going dead here.
Alright.
Oven's fired up, fellas.
3 things you see listed on the left-hand side, the thin dough, Chicago style, or what we call Chicago or pan, and New York style. These are the dough portions in ounces, okay? Now, the reason that there's not an individual and a small on thin dough is because we calibrate the dough roller with the medium, okay? And then when you roll it, it's automatically the right thickness for everything else. Everybody understand that? You've seen how the dough roller operates. Did he show you how to calibrate the dough roller on the right-hand side at the top? Okay? So what you do is you take a medium pan and you take the amount of dough that you think it's going to take to make that right thickness. And you roll the dough. Okay? Then you take the dough out of the pan after you trim it and weigh it until it's 10.5 ounces, 10.5 ounces. And when you do that, when you're first starting a batch of thin dough, when you very first start your batch, okay? A batch meaning a barrel, okay? That's what we call a batch. And then it should take you probably 2, maybe 3 doughs to get your weight right on your medium. And once that's right, then you can continue to run at that setting as long as you're running that batch. When you get into another batch of dough, because of the difference in the texture of the dough and or moisture in the dough, it can be different, so you have to recalibrate it again. So the rest of that batch, you can run thin dough for the whole batch.
For the large steak.
Pardon me?
You can do the largest.
You can do the individual smalls, mediums, or large once you've calibrated it on a medium, okay? Thin dough. Okay, on the Chicago dough, look here, guess what? Okay, we weigh it before we roll it. Okay, so you've got weights on every one of them. You're cutting off, once you learn how to do that, you're actually cutting off a dough ball off of a big pile of dough, and you're going to cut off and weigh those individual, turn that music off, please, before you roll it. So you're going to have an exact amount. If you've got too much, you take a little off. If you've got too little, you add a little. And then you're going to prepare it and roll it. Okay? With New York, it's the same thing. You're pre-cutting your dough amount before you roll it.
So why do you have to do it before you roll it?
Pardon me?
Why do you have to do it before you roll it?
Because it's got to be an exact amount of dough. There's no trimming on Chicago's or New York's. After they're rolled, they're not trimmed. They're just laid in the pan and they start rising.
You put it through the machine?
Yes. And you'll be taught how to do that, but I just want you right now to understand how you get the right portions, okay? Now these portion charts are in color and will be posted in the area back there around the dough roller and the make table, okay? These copies are just for your reference to study, take them home with you, keep them, learn them, because they're important, okay? The oil portions are for Chicago and New York dough. We put oil in the bottom of those deep pans before we roll out the dough and lay it in the pan. And you'll be taught how to do that tomorrow, and if not later tonight, in showing how to put the oil in the bottom of the pan the proper way. And once, that tells you how much to put in. And those oil portions are in ounces also, and that's weighed out, okay? We actually do that. We don't weigh it out. I'm sorry, I said we weigh it out. But we do that with a small lathe, okay? This thin roll-up build tube. The purpose of that chart is for the management of the restaurant to mark on there each day how many of each one you're supposed to roll up. So when you come in for your shift, you don't have to necessarily go to a manager to see how many thin doughs you need to roll up, pre-roll that day. We pre-roll our thin dough. And by that I mean we roll it up and we let it proof in the pan at room temperature on the counter. And that causes the dough to rise a little bit, and it gives it a much softer, flakier crust. It's real crispy on the thin crust. So we pre-roll them about 20 minutes or more before we actually use the dough to make the pizza, okay, and let them proof in the pan. And that's what that's all about. And we build up to a certain amount every day during each shift in advance. And then as you use them, you roll a few more. You use more, roll a few more. Until at the end of the night, you're down to just a small amount left, and keep the amount of waste down.
In Durham, they said that not to let after you've made the medium or the pizza, not to let them sit longer than 2 hours.
Proof.
Yeah.
Proof for 2 hours. We try not to use them after they're 2 hours old.
Okay, and then, but can you go?
If there's a question about whether or not it needs to be discarded, always ask the manager on duty before you do it.
A lot of times,
You can just go back over.
You can go back over and put them in the cooler and use reserves. Saves a lot of time and money.
That's right. And that needs to be a decision made by the manager.
If it can't be used, you can't put it back in the dough thing, right? You got to throw it away.
If it can't be used, it's got to be thrown away. Okay. Let's go to the thin crust portion chart next. Okay. All right. The top tells you the size pizza, okay? Individual, small, medium, and large. The code on the left-hand side, you should know by now. That's the abbreviation codes that you all were taught the other night. Anybody have any questions about those while we talk about them? What's the first one?
Extra cheese.
The second one? Third one? The next one? Next one? Sausage/beef means that's the same portion amount on that line for sausage or beef. Doesn't matter whether sausage or beef, it's still the same portion. Okay, next one? Any vegetables, right. No matter what it is. Next? Italian sausage, bacon, and anchovies. Okay.
What about jalapeno?
Jalapenos is a vegetable. Okay. Any other questions about the abbreviations? Okay, let's take an individual first. You have 3 columns under each section, okay? You have the first column, the add column, and the special monster column. Okay? The first column is the first base, what we call the base ingredient, okay? Now, the ingredients are listed in the left-hand side in the order of application, with the exception of the cheeses. From pepperoni down, they're listed in the order of application. Okay? As you're making pizzas, that's the order that the pizzas go on. If the pizza's got pepperoni on it, that's always the first ingredient to go on top of the pizza. Okay, that's the first topping to go on top of the pizza. The pizza's sauced, cheese, and then the toppings are put on. The pepperoni's always first. If it's got ham on it, the ham's always second. And then you would put either sausage or beef, and then your vegetables, then your... No, it's not.
The Italian sausage was what it is.
Italian sausage. That's a
And the
mistake.
bacon.
Huh?
And the bacon.
And the bacon.
And the bacon. The meats go first and then the vegetables. I thought that was in order of application. I guess they just changed these on me, and I guess they missed that. Okay. Anyway, your pepperoni is always first. Your round toppings are first. Okay. And or second. And then your crumbled toppings go next. Your crumbled meat toppings, and then your vegetables. Okay.
Just the cheddar always go on with.
Because the Italian sausage and bacon is crumbled.
Yes. Cheddar only goes on top of pizzas, and it always goes last. Okay. All right, your base topping. Now let's say a pizza had pepperoni and sausage. Okay. Pepperoni is always the base topping. Okay. The base topping is the first ingredient. So if there's a 2-ingredient pizza, you would measure the number of pepperoni to go on an individual pizza by going to the first column. The add-on column is for all other ingredients except the base topping. Okay? Now that means that if you had a pepperoni and sausage pizza, you would use the first column to determine how many pepperoni went on the pizza, and you'd use the add column to determine how much sausage or beef went on the pizza. Now, you understand what I'm saying?
You put 12 pepperonis on it,
You put 12 pepperoni on it,
then you want, if they want
and you
extra.
put 1 ounce of sausage.
Oh, okay.
In other words, if they start out with ham with 10, you put 10 of ham, and then you go
If a
from
pizza was ham and sausage, how many ham would it have?
10.
How much sausage would it have? Huh? 1 ounce.
Okay.
Right? Now, the meat toppings, the crumble toppings are in ounces. The pepperoni and ham are in pieces or slices, okay? The Italian sausage is in ounces. Bacon is in ounces. Anchovies and vegetables are in ounces. Okay? All right, let's say a pizza had pepperoni, mushroom, and jalapenos. How many pepperoni would it have if it was a medium pizza?
1.
Medium? 36.
36, that's right. How much mushrooms would it have?
1.5.
Okay, and how much jalapeno would it have?
1.5.
1.5, right. You understand that? Okay. What's your name? Shane? Okay. What if a pizza was a large and it had ham and green peppers and onions? How much ham would you put on it?
40.
Just Shane, guys. Okay. 40. And how much green peppers would you put on it? And how much onions would you put on it? Right. Okay. Let's say a pizza was a small sausage and mushroom. How much sausage would you put on it? What's your name? Andy? What size did I say? I said small, didn't I? Okay, that's right. 3.5 ounces. 3.5 ounces. And vegetable. I said mushroom. No. Which is how much? 1 1/4 on scale. Right. What about a medium bacon and mushroom? What's your name? Victor? A medium bacon and mushroom. How much bacon?
3.
And mushroom?
1.5.
Okay. What's your name? TJ? How about an individual pepperoni and Italian sausage? How much pepperoni? And how much Italian sausage? No. Right. Right. Who are you? Billy? Okay. What about a small beef and green pepper? How much beef? No. Right. And how much green pepper? No. That's right. Understand it?
Yeah.
Understand it? Any questions? Okay, the next column is for specials and monsters. Pardon me?
What about half?
Split them in half.
So split the numbers in half.
If it's a half pepperoni and half mushroom, how many On a small, how many pepperoni would go on the pepperoni half? 10. And how much mushrooms would go on the mushroom half?
Wait, 7.5.
Yeah,
7.5.
7.
It's the only topping on that side of the pizza. What is it? It's the base ingredient, isn't it?
1 point.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's the only topping on that side of the pizza,
Oh, you go with the
then you go with the first column. Okay?
You break it down.
So you put half of the first column on there, not half of the add column. You only use the add column when it's the second, third, fourth, fifth topping on the pizza, when you're building up. If it's the base ingredient and it's the only one on that side of the pizza, you use the first column.
You always use the same amount in the add. I mean, for every topping, the first topping.
You always use the add column. It's not, every topping's not the same amount. It's whatever the add column says it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but what, I mean, for the third topping.
Maybe in the egg column.
You still use the add column. Okay. Any topping after the first one, you always use the add column. Now, the only exception to that is on the specialty pizzas. The Pizza Inn Special and the Monster. Or the specialty pizzas that are listed down here at the bottom. We'll go into that in just a minute. Okay, on the Special or the Monster, you use that special column for whatever size it is. In other words, an individual has how much ham on it on a Pizza Inn Special? 4 ounces, or 4 pieces, I'm sorry. And how much anchovies does it have? 1/4, right? 1/4 of an ounce. 125 is 1/4 of an ounce. Okay, a medium Pizza Inn Special has how much pepperoni? Shane?
What was it?
A medium Pizza Inn Special has how many pieces of pepperoni? 15. How much mushrooms? I'm sorry? No. Pardon me? Mushrooms is a vegetable. Okay? Follow your vegetable line over to your Special and Monster under medium. What's it say? 0.75, 3/4 of an ounce. Okay? How about a large, TJ? How much sausage on a large Pizza Inn Special or Monster?
3 ounces.
Right. And how much bacon? No. How much bacon? Why not? Why's it got a blank? Doesn't come on. That's right. Okay. How much Italian sausage?
3 ounces.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong line. Okay. Any questions? Billy, you understand it? Okay. Let's go down to specialty pizzas. Is your individual small, medium, and large on your left-hand side? We've got 3 specialty pizzas here. What we call pepperoni power, bacon, ham, and cheddar, and 5-meat combo. Pepperoni power is simply a pizza that's just loaded with pepperoni, beyond anything you can hardly imagine, okay? A medium pepperoni power's got 60 pieces of pepperoni on it.
Okay.
You gotta like pepperoni to eat this thing. Okay? It's read the same way. The individual's got 24, the small's got 48, the medium's got 60, and the large's got 96. That's the cheese portion. They don't have the heading. That's the cheese that goes on top, isn't it?
Troy, telephone.
That next column.
1 and 8.
Huh?
Troy or Tory?
Yeah, 1 and 8, 2, 3, 8,
Troy or Tory?
4.75. That's the cheese, top cheese. They don't have a heading. The pepperoni power pizza.
Okay.
When it comes out.
You put it on after it comes out of the oven. Okay, while it's still hot. Immediately after it comes out of the oven, you sprinkle the cheese on top of it, and it melts and looks kind of funny. Mozzarella. Okay, it looks a little bit unusual, but it's meant to be that way. Your bacon, ham, and cheddar pizzas. You got ham, bacon, and cheddar portions. Your individual small, medium, and large. How much bacon goes on a small bacon, ham, and cheddar? Steve? How much bacon goes on a medium bacon, ham, and cheddar? 1.5. How much cheddar goes on an individual? You. I'm sorry, I'm not remembering names very well. Victor, 0.5, half an ounce, right? Okay, how much cheddar goes on a large? Tell me your name when I point it in. I'll start remembering the name, okay? Andy, 3. That's right. Any questions about that? You understand it? Understand it? Everybody? Okay, 5 meat combo. What's that P stand for? Next one? Next one? Next one? Next one? And the next one? Okay, how much Italian sausage on a medium on a 5 meat combo? What's your name?
Troy.
Troy?
Did you say that again?
How much Italian sausage on a medium 5 meat combo?
1.5.
TJ, how much bacon on a small? How much is that? How much is 0.75 on the scale? 3/4 of an ounce. 0.25 is 1/4. 0.50 is half an ounce. 0.75 is 3/4 of an ounce. And anything over that is whatever. Okay? Everybody understand? Any questions? Let's go to Penn in New York. Okay, get your sizes at the top again. Individual, small, medium, large, and your codes down to the left, just like before. Look at this chart combined side by side with your thin crust chart that we just went over. What are the differences?
Pans are small. Pan in New York.
Difference in numbers, right? But the format of the chart's exactly the same, isn't it? Okay? So all you got to be concerned about, you know how to read it now already, don't you? You just got to look up a different number because the portions on the pan in New York are not the same as they are on the thin crust. The reason for that is that the size pizzas are different. Okay? The size of the pizza on the New York and Chicago is not the same size as the thin crust. Matter of fact, New York and pans are not even the same size. New York and Chicago is not the same size. The portions are the same on the New York and Chicago. Any questions about how to use the top part of that New York and Chicago chart? You should know how after thinking through the thin crust. How about on the specialty pizzas for that? Any questions about that? Y'all understand it? Let's go to taco. Get your top sizes across the top again. You use a thin dough, okay? Look at your thin dough, medium on the taco pizza. What is it? Look at your dough chart on a thin crust pizza. How much is a medium pizza? Okay, so it's the same thing, isn't it? All right. Your taco meat mix. You'll learn what that is and where to find it. How much on a small, Troy?
8 ounces.
8 ounces. How much on the large, Tori? 18. Individual, TJ? Okay. Okay, you put your taco meat mix on, and your cheese, and then the pizza's baked. Okay? The shredded lettuce, and diced tomatoes, and cheddar cheese are put on the pizza after it's cooked. All right?
How much of the mozzarella cheese is gone?
What is your
Oh, we go back to that.
your that doesn't have, we don't have they got a cheese chart by itself, I'm sorry. Your sauce and cheese chart is by itself, and you didn't give it to me. So we don't have your sauce and cheese chart. But there'll be one on the make table, okay? and it tells you how much sauce and how much cheese to put on each pizza. And that's a separate chart, okay? Okay, on your Roma, you got cheese, sauce, bacon, and tomato, and oil and spices. Your sizes over here on the left tells you how much cheese to put on, how much sauce, how much bacon, how much tomato. Tomatoes put on in slices. You learn how to do that. We'll make a few of them.
You put that on. Do you put that on before? Or after?
Pardon me?
Is it? I mean, do you
The
put
bacon and tomato is the topping. Okay, it goes on after it's no, not after it's cooked. It's a topping. It's actually
So you
cooked
cook
on
the
the pizza.
tomatoes on.
It's a sliced tomato. Roma tomato. Roma is a kind of tomato that comes from Italy. It's a small cylindrical tomato, and it's a hard tomato. It's not a real soft tomato. It's kind of stiff and hard. We cut them real thin, and we use them as a topping on a pizza, just like we would bacon or sausage or any other vegetable. Okay? And it's called a Roma. You make the pizza just like you normally would with the sauce and the cheese, and then you put the bacon and the tomato on top, and then we put oil and some special spices on top that are just shaken on. Okay? It's got a real strong, heavy oregano Italian flavor. It's an excellent pizza, particularly for people who like a lot of garlic and Italian, which I happen to like. It's one of my favorite pizzas. You can tell I hardly ever eat any of it.
Well, what about the BLT?
BLT will, we don't have a chart here on.
On the
That's-
chicken.
Pardon me?
I don't see the chicken on there neither.
Yeah, the
Chicken fajita.
And the chicken fajitas, but we don't have a printed chart of those. We'll show you how to make it. We will have one on the make
I noticed that wasn't on the menu.
Yeah, I'm throwing the
Well,
special.
it's on a menu insert. We've got an
Oh,
insert
okay.
that goes in the menu that it's on, and we change those pretty frequently.
And everything you add on to the Roma.
Can you?
Yeah.
You could if you wanted to, and if you did that, you would go back to your thin crust chart. Like if they wanted a Roma pizza, but they wanted to put green pepper on it, you go back to your, and it's a medium, you go back to your add-on column on your medium pizza, on your thin crust chart, and that's what you'd use. Okay? Chart's up there, and we're going to see if we can't make a few pizzas by the portions. We don't have an ounce scale, so we're going to have a little problem.
Are we only going to make thin crust now? Or are we going to learn how to do
No, we're only going to do thin crust tonight. We're going to do pan tomorrow. By the way, the training schedule for the cooks tomorrow needs to be, for you guys, we need to come in tomorrow about, I'm going to say about 11 o'clock.
in the morning?
Tomorrow morning. Is that a problem?
No. How long will we be off at night?
I think what we're going to do is work from about 11.
Hit one server. Next thing is number guests. We'll use two. Two guests. Hit new guest check right next to it. New check. That gets you into a new check. Let's suppose they want a medium New York. Over here's all the pizza. Medium New York deluxe pizza. Shows up right on the screen with the price. If they wanted to get a second pizza for $4 more, hit second pizza button. $4 more.
Okay, show me the second one.
Second pizza button right here.
Okay, let me know when focus.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, before over here, you'll find your breadsticks, your appetizers, and your sandwiches and your drinks. Before you can come from pizza over to the drinks, you have to hit this end pizza button. You forget to hit the end pizza button, watch right there, I'll hit a T, it says invalid operation. Whenever invalid operation comes up, hit this button that says C over here by the numbers. That goes back, okay, C right here. We just punched in 2 pizzas, and you hit end pizza, and then we're going to punch in they want a T. T T comes up, we hit the T button. T comes up.
Where's the T button?
T button.
Okay, I got it.
After you hit end pizza over here, you can punch in any of this other items that they might order. They ordered T.
Let me stand here and you point out this button. Let me get the whole keyboard on it.
They might order a T, which I just punched. We'll hit another T. We hit another T. If they order 2, you'll notice that the 2, it changes to 2 here where it was 1 earlier. Okay? Let's suppose they want salad with their meal. Salad is right here in these dark green. We'll hit salad. You notice it's S and S with meal. That's soup and salad. Soup comes with it too with the salad bar. You'll find these yellow keys are all your sandwiches. You see the orange keys next to it, breadsticks, cheese and crackers, etc., etc. The blue keys here are all your pasta. Okay? Back to the pizza real quick. Here's your desserts down here right below the size pizzas, your desserts. Over here, if they want a medium, let's suppose they want a medium pan and they want to create their own or customize their own pizza, pick their own toppings. They pick 3 toppings, you just hit 3. No matter what any 3 it is, we just hit the 3. Again, if you're done punching in all your pizzas, hit end pizza here. Alright, now you got all their order punched in. Flash up here. Here's all the items we punched in, all the prices, total down here, tax. What we need to do is take this ticket, slide it right up in here. Notice the lines here, try to get the lines right in here.
Let me get that. I got it.
Okay, slide this right in here. And we'll hit to end your whole transaction. Hit the bottom right hand corner for serve. And it'll print the ticket. Now just for instance, let's say they want to reorder some breadsticks on this ticket. You'll have to hit your number again, server number, guest is 2 again, which will all be written up here for you. Then you'll take this ticket number, which is 90 for this ticket, hit 90, and recall check right here. Yes. Then all we have to do is add on the breadsticks. That's all they wanted to reorder. We'll need to slip this back in there. It will be programmed. It's not programmed right now, but it will be programmed to not print over what is already printed. It will automatically come down here and print. Slip the paper, slip the ticket in, slip the ticket in there and hit serve. That's how you add on to a guest check or reorder.
And you got a reorder there, right?
That's it. Now, this screen will stay like this until the next person signs in and hits this, this, and this. That's all I know at this point.
16.5 now.
Okay, how much oil you put in the pan? Make that floppy, you know? So what size dish is it? I didn't get that.
16.5 on 1.5 12 in the can.
What they were doing is spraying them as they run. Counterclockwise change it, clockwise do. Jordan. I got a silver tray. Like you said. Big silver tray. So now is a medium-sized Chicago, which consists of 16.5 ounces of dough and one pan. Okay. What we're doing now is what we call the silver pan method. When you put the dough in the silver pan, you get the size of a Chicago pan. Make it easier to make round Chicago. Do is put it through the top, hold it on your hands where you can see your fingertip. You right about here and push it in and grab it as soon as it comes out the bottom. Place it on the top of the silver tray and stretch it till it overlaps all the silver. You can't see no silver. Don't stretch it too much. What you do is take your pan, make sure you get the oil back all the way around. Put the dough on it. Place it just like this. You got the corners touching. Flip it over. Okay, lift up your silver tray. There you go. Simple matter of picking the dough up and dropping it back in the pan.
That was easier than yesterday.
That's a good way of doing it. Okay, your pan should like it.
Get back over there so we don't have so many people over here you working with.
Yeah. Okay, and this is what your pan should look like when you finish. And put the edge all the way around. So forth. What you do is just cover it up and stack it. Okay. Kind of like this. Pick up, you got the sort of wet side, then you got the dry, smooth side. Smooth side. Slide it in there until it goes out. Grab it. Place it on the top of your hands. Slide it in there like that. Pull it out on the top of your hands. Lay it back on the silver tray. Stretch it back out the same way you did the other one. Pour about 1/4 of an inch over each side of the silver tray. That way you give you plenty of room to have an edge in your pan. Okay, but this is going to be the fold method. What you do is take the edge closest to you, fold it till the edge is halfway in the middle. Take the other side and lap over it. Okay? Same thing with the oil, make sure it's all in your pan. Pick this up, grab where it comes together right there. Place it in the pan, get these edges down, and just simple unfold. Place the edges down.
Make it look so easy.
And it should give you that nice round edge all the way. Push down the dough. Little. Get over here. And slide right on out.
You're not going to use
the farthest ones. They prefer when you start out using the silver one. You get the hang. Do this, just stretch it out until it's round. Take your pan and place it right in the middle. Make sure you got plenty of dough where it comes up like this. And just pull it out just a little bit further. Okay. Pick your pan up and like the fold method. Just fold it the same way. Overlap it. Pick it up right there where they connect. Place it in the pan. Then unfold. There we go. Another pan with the edge all the way around. Make sure that you go all the way around the edge. Make sure the dough is snug in the edge of the pan. And just cover it up.
That's all right the way that is there.
Yeah. Okay. On the silver tray, do like the other two with the tray. About 1/4 of an inch over. But don't stretch it too much. If it becomes too thin in a certain spot, you have to throw it away.
You have to throw it completely away.
Because it'll be too thin in the middle and the oil will seep through and ruin the pan. What you do with the drop method is pick the dough up, put it on top of your hands, come to the edge, just lay it down like that. Just pick it up, let it fall down. Like a lift and tuck.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Do the same thing, go around the edge, make sure it's down. Okay, do it the same way as the other one. Okay. Go in. Lay on the table. Let it stretch a little bit, get it round. Everything that probably fit. Take your pan, place it right in the middle. Check the
This is the what method?
This is the drop method without the silver tray.
Okay.
Okay. Roll it back all the way around. Pick it up. So get it on the edge. Drop it down.
And just let it fall.
Just pick up the dough as you do. Pull it in just a little bit.
That's great.
How you doing over here, guys?
Pretty good.
Great.
You all ready to do it yet?
Get ready, Terry.
Still showing us on the net.
There you go. Go around the edge. Take your thumb. Try and get it down. And so forth. Okay? Chicago, but it has 15 ounces of dough. And the pan is a little bit bigger. What you do it the same way you do with Chicago. Flatten it out. Put it rolling. Grab it. Put it in the burner. Press it on top of your hand. And just place it in the pan. It needs to be at least an inch from the edge. Not that far from the edge.
Suppose it's not.
You know.
How you just get small, so it's bad. Which one? You asked me to. You want to get small?
Does that thing turn there that you can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it thick, you turn it to the right.
To get it thick,
You turn it to the left.
thick to the right, and left to make it forward long.
Grab the thumb.
It's going to be easier for me.
Flatten it out. Run through the top roller.
How much dough do you use on it?
15 ounce.
15 ounce. All right.
Just drop it in there. It should look about like that.
Oh,
Okay.
looks like a pancake kind of.
And that's trying to get it round as you can. Okay? Who's gonna go first?
Just the pizza dough. Left means little, right means thick.
Left means little, right means thick. Okay. That's easy to remember. Okay.
New York in a medium pan. The pan, as you can see, has little slits in it, whereas the New York has little dents in them.
So that's the Chicago?
This is Chicago and this is New York.
Because
It has
a little round
a
circle.
little round circle.
Okay.
Deep pans before you pre-bake them, see if they're ready. Take a paper clip where it looks like this, small end, the inside. Put it in the middle. If the dough touches the pan, paper clip, it's ready. Okay, what you do when you pre-bake it, go around the edge, get the dough off the edge of the pan. Okay, take it to the end of the oven, where it should be sitting on about dark blue when they come out of the oven. When the pan comes fully out of the oven, you got your wires, take it out of the oven, into the table, take your small pan, place it in the middle, run the pan around, try to push all the air bubbles out. After you do that, take your spray release and spray side to side motion, like that, in the whole pan. Then put it aside and stack it.
So this is not on.
Stack them and three. Stack, three like this, and you put three right there. That's how you want to do it. Okay? I'll let y'all do one piece.
Please.
About three.
Three. Smoker or non-smoker?
Smoking.
Booth or table?
I like a booth.
Call me, please.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
All right, how y'all?
Your waitress will wait to be with you in just a second. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, I'm Ronnie. I'll be your waiter for the night. Would you like to order something to drink?
Yeah. I
What'd
like
you
a tea.
Tea? Sweet or sweet?
Sweet.
Lemon with that?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right. Are you ready to order? Or would you like to look at the menu a little while?
Let me look at the menu.
All right, I'll go get you a drink as you look at the menu, all right?
All right, thank you, sir.
Be back in a second. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
For you, ma'am, and for you. All right. Y'all ready to order now?
Yeah.
All right, we have a special tonight, the manager special. The medium two-top pizza for $5.99.
That sounds good. Y'all think so? Okay.
All right, what'd y'all like to have on that?
Let's see everything. The $5.
Huh?
What, 5 toppings?
2 toppings.
2 toppings. Okay, pepperoni and mushrooms be fine.
Pepperoni mushrooms. Would that be thin, New York, or deep dish?
New York.
New York. Would there be anything else?
That'll be it.
All right, that's a New York medium pepperoni mushroom pizza.
Yeah.
All right, it'll be about 15 minutes for that, all right?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.